what are you doing?
Somebody told me if I pointed this back at the camera, I could take everybody's picture at once.
It doesn't work like that.
Oh, apparently I've been lied to.
He's goofy sometimes. Hello, everybody.
Howdy.
We wanted to share a story with you today. We want to thank Mark and Cora for getting us in touch with a lovely family, and Melissa and Douglas. You know, thank you so much for allowing us to tell your story.
Privilege and an honor.
Yes, yes. And we thought this would encourage others, and just to let everybody know that, you know, it's not just us. It's all of us have these almost same feelings. So I want to share their story here. Melissa says, it's been a hard road. Lots of weird feelings. I'm turning 39 in May. Happy birthday. Mine is in May also. And have been asleep my whole life. I have a very long life story. Lots of back facts of how and why we got to where we are now. But I'll jump ahead and get to the point of us leaving. It was just last May that my husband and I both decided at the exact same moment that we were done.
We know
right.
that feeling,
Yeah.
don't we?
Yeah. That's rare, though.
Yeah.
You know, not many couples have that privilege. You know, for us it was because, you know, our friend was here visiting and he said something and we looked at each other and said, wow.
We're done.
We're done.
Pretty much, yeah.
So it's always a blessing when both of you, you know, and then the whole family together. That is just such a blessing that I wish everybody had the opportunity, you know, to feel that.
Or had that type of support, too,
Yeah.
from your marriage mate.
Exactly, because it's difficult. Okay, so back to their story. It says, I feel like I have been duped and lied to my whole life. Oh, yeah. Yep.
We know that feeling, don't we, dear?
Yes, I know it. She was born in, and I always felt like something wasn't right. Us too. We never fit in. And there's so many that say the same thing. They never fit in. But I did what I was told to and felt like I was supposed to. Never question anything, even though I had questions about everything. Anyway, I've carried this heavy burden on me like a ton of bricks. Not being good enough, not spiritual enough, only a small amount of the issues I had. When I finally decided I couldn't take anymore, it was like I was in the Matrix and I took the blue pill and was immediately aware. I felt the pressure and guilt and fear left. But I also knew that everything I had known was a lie and I felt sick. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you're going to throw up and everything else. Micah and I cried for, what, a week straight, I think?
A couple days at least.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I won't admit to crying for a full week. No. Maybe her, but not me.
Just 20 minutes, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it.
So Melissa says, and I felt sick. I still do. The very last day for me was after my husband and I decided we didn't want to go back to the Kingdom Hall, which was in May of 2014, and we hadn't gone back. But we had our convention July 4th weekend, and I decided I was going to go on Saturday and Sunday. My thoughts were, I will go, and I will know if I am making the right decision or not. If I go and feel the love and feel good and happy about being there, like I belonged, then I knew I was making the wrong decision by leaving the truth. My husband had to work, so I got my 3 children up at 5 a.m., 4, 9, and 12 years old at the time. The convention was at this huge place called
Nassau Coliseum.
Yeah. I was there by 6:45 a.m. so that we could get seats and associate. I prayed and prayed to Jehovah and asked for guidance that I was making the right decision. I prayed and said, I know if this were the right religion, you'd let me know. Even though I'd pray and I always felt the same answer, this isn't right. I figure I'd give it one more try. We went, got our seats, and instantly I felt weird, like I didn't belong, like I was a complete outsider. No one spoke to us. We saw many people from our congregation, and no one spoke to us. No one spoke to my children, who are better than most kids I've ever seen in the JWs. Their friends avoided them. Our own elders acted like they didn't know who we were, looked right at me, and kept going.
Sad.
Yeah, and they hadn't even done anything.
Yep, just sad.
Yeah. We were being avoided like the plague. It seemed to have gotten around that we weren't at meetings because we were being treated as if we were disfellowship. Just for missing a few meetings. And I mean, at this point, this was only for a few months.
Yeah.
Do you feel the love?
Yeah. Well, it really makes me question what the rumors we're hearing about this new book that's supposed to be released in the 2015 District Convention. What, help return to Jehovah or return
to Jehovah.
Return to Jehovah. If Jehovah's Witnesses, and in particular elders, in this sister's case, were avoiding them back then, how do you think a book is going to help straighten this problem out? It's not. Once that newness of the book wears off, they're going to just fall right back into the same condition they are now.
Yeah, exactly. So two of my best friends who I had been friends with my whole life, not in the same hall, found me and I had lunch with them. But even that felt weird. But I had my answer. This is all wrong, I thought. This is not love. This is not God. My kids were sad, couldn't understand why their friends were avoiding them. I was embarrassed and I was heartbroken. After lunch, I said, screw it, and I left with my kids to enjoy the weekend.
Yes!
Yes. That was the last time I was in a Kingdom Hall setting. Our elders could care less if we were there or not. I think they wanted us gone. That's how I felt. They didn't care that we were feeling downtrodden and lost. It had got around that we weren't at meetings, and my friends and bestest friends and family members stopped talking to me. Unfriended me on Facebook, unfollowed me on IG, blocked me, yet I'm still the exact same person I was a year ago. Only I'm not following false prophets, and I'm free. Thankfully, we had already built up a family of friends outside of the witnesses that we had for years who would never, ever judge us.
And I can attest that is a huge help.
Yeah.
Having friends to fall back on when you leave a cult like this.
Yeah. They loved us and respected that we didn't celebrate holidays, nor did they care. They loved us because of who we were, no matter what. They have been keeping me sane and making me happy. Funny how we were abandoned by our witness family and friends so quickly. When we had questions that they couldn't answer, we became targets. We will never go back, even with the pain and confusion I'm going through now, the lost feeling I have of not knowing who I am or what I'm supposed to believe in or what my faith is. I blame it all on the horrible brainwashing ignorance of the beast called the Watchtower. So, anyway, they just say, and I can't believe that I can actually say I was in a cult. Anyway, thank you, Mike and Kim, for your diligence. I found my way through the both of you and Mark and Cora's pages and a few others. I am truly thankful. With lots of love to you all, and thank you for helping me through the hardest and best time of my life. So, anyway, another reason why we bring this up is, got a little bit more here.
Keep it on.
So this makes us so happy. An entire family of 5. Melissa, Douglas, and their 3 kids. Welcome to your freedom. And you're not alone. You've got the XJW community. And if you start reading the comments down below, you will see and feel the love.
How welcomed you are.
Yeah.
And how free you and your family truly are.
Yeah.
This is wonderful.
I know it. And I knew I couldn't get through this without tearing up.
Well, you know,
sorry, I don't mean to get so emotional.
Well, you know what's interesting? We, Kim and I spent some time on the phone just this very day to another dear sister.
Hi, Lucy.
Lucy in Washington. And very nice conversation. There was a lot of things said. But one thing, for me personally, and we talked about this with Lucy, a little bit, and I want to just share this with Melissa and Douglas. When it comes to other religions on the earth, you know, they all had this built-in concept of, oh, we're brothers and sisters. And I've even met people that were not attached to any other or any specific religion, but just a Christian. And they would say, oh, we're all brothers in the Lord. And, you know, for me, you know, being in the historical reenactment field, doing historical encampments and associating with a lot of different people, I always had a hard time condemning these people to death because they were kind, they were loving, they shared their life with us.
Unconditional love?
Unconditional. And, you know, like Melissa mentioned here, they didn't care whether I celebrated Christmas or not. They just accepted me for who I was. But, you know, it's funny, when you leave a cult like the Watchtower Bible Trap Society, you may have the tendency to lose connection with a brotherhood. Because after all, you know, when you're in the cult, you're all brothers and sisters. When you leave a cult, you have no spiritual connection with people. So the concept may present itself. But this is the way I view it. This day and age, I am sharing this earth with Melissa, Douglas, her kids, with Lucy, with Tony, with many, many others. We're breathing the same air. We're feeling the same pressures in life. We're all struggling to make a living. If that doesn't make us brothers and sisters alive together on this earth at the same time, a religion's not going to do it either.
No. No.
So I'm happy to be part of the human family in this day and age when we can readily communicate with everybody. What a wonderful, wonderful gift we have in this communication technology.
Yeah.
It's just a wonderful time to be alive. And we're glad that Melissa, Douglas, and her kids are sharing this with us, and we can truly call ourselves brothers and sisters.
Yes. And I just want to give a few shout outs real quick, if I may.
Yes, you may.
Yeah. I keep meaning to do this. I want to give a shout out to Rika, I believe your name is, or Rika, I'm not exactly sure, in Ireland. I know you're going through a difficult time, and I know we've been trying to Skype, but our webcam has crapped out on us, so hopefully we'll get a chance to Skype. But I just want you to know that we're thinking about you, and our prayers and thoughts are with you, and hope, you know, you get the strength you need to make it through this difficult situation. And Amanda, I know, sweetie, I finally get to give you a shout out, and congratulations on the baby. And Justin, congratulations to you and your wife on your baby. And of course, we already did a shout out to Lucy. Hi, Lucy. And so it's always so nice to talk to friends and everything. And yes, I'm behind on my messages
Oh,
and
yeah.
emails as usual. But I've been trying to deal with the technology problem we have, and so that's why you haven't seen or heard from me much lately. So I just wish these problems wouldn't be so frequent.
So anyhow, Melissa and Douglas, as Kim said, welcome to your freedom. And if there's anything Kim and I can do, you know, to help you, Skype, get to know you more personally, we'll be happy to do it.
Yep, and we're already friends on Facebook, so, you know, and thank you for letting us share your story. And we love you guys, and
We'll be in touch.
it's nice to have you with all of us, you know. So, anyway, before I start crying again, so you all have a great
Thanks for
weekend,
watching.
and we'll talk to you later.